Good morning, tech team. This video is about the setup. You're going to watch 3 videos throughout the course of today. Today's the first one. Make sure you write these down. These are the steps I do for setup and that you're going to do to set up to do the YouTube. The first thing I do is upload last week's service in this disk drive. It's usually around somewhere, or it might be in the white box like next to here, this little white box here. That's the first thing I do. Write this down. First thing, disk drive. All right, and I'm going to show you how I do it. First, I'm going to plug this in. You just unplug one of the other things. Make sure you plug it back, but you can unplug the other thing. I just plug this. I'm going to change this to the screen. Once you plug it, you can go to Finder here. It says Passport over here. You're going to go to Finder. Move my camera up. Passport's right here. You're going to go to Finder. You're going to go to Movies. All right, Movies. Then this is last week's sermon. So I'm going to go to Movies, drag last week's service, and then drag it into my Passport. Once you drag it like that, it's going to take a few minutes to copy over. Just going to wait. And then as that is loading, once this is finished copying over, you're going to click this little triangle here, and then you're going to move this to the trash and empty the trash. All right, it's almost done. 5 seconds. It's usually pretty quick. Now you're going to move the service to the trash and click this little triangle to safely remove this. Then you unplug it. You put it back in the white box, and then you plug whatever you unplugged to put that in, plug it back in the USB thing. So now we're going to go to trash, and we're going to, and what I did, I clicked the trash right here, go to trash, and now we're going to empty the trash. And that's it. The reason why we empty the trash is so the computer has enough space to store the next message. All right, that's number 1. Number 2 is I download the service from the PowerPoints that Pastor gives me in my email. The email you guys are going to use is Christ the Rock Congregation, but the one I'm going to use is going to be my own. Don't look at my emails, please. Actually, you can. I don't have nothing to hide. So I'm just gonna go here and do Mark. And that is his email. And we're gonna use this for today, for example. So it usually has no subject, it has the worship, and it has the message. You're going to press this little arrow to download both. So the first thing, move the message over to the disk. The second thing, go to the email and download the PowerPoints. So now I'm gonna do that and open that. So once you download it, you can open it. So this is the PowerPoint, and this is the PowerPoint we're going to use. After I get the PowerPoint, so the next thing I do, I go to the little magnifying glass in the top and go to Photo Booth. So Photo Booth. And here is doing the spinning thing. Sometimes it does the spinning thing when it's not connected, and other times you just have to tell it which camera to go to. So I'm going to go to camera on the top to check, and it's connected to this weird camera. This is not our camera. We only have two cameras, the Cam Link and the FaceTime. I'm going to go to Cam Link, and it shows our camera. So I'm just gonna be over there and be a lovely model for you. Maybe move one of the flowers to be our picture model.
Whoa, look at her. What a great model. Hello, Ms. Flower. Looking good.
So I just added that flower to be our picture model. And we're gonna take a picture of the flower. So we just go 1, 2, 3, and it takes the picture. Sometimes the flower or passer, whoever's taking the picture, wants another picture, you just press the button again and you can get another picture. Once you get the picture, you drag it over here. And then when you drag it over, you have the picture in the desktop. So you gotta drag over, just drag it over like that. Once you dragged it over, you can exit. And that is the third thing you do. First is the drive, move the old service to the drive. Second is download the PowerPoints, which are these. And third is take the picture. Once you take the picture, you're ready to create the YouTube video, which is the fourth thing. So we're gonna go over here and we're gonna go to YouTube. So in YouTube, you're going to click this little create here. Once you click it, and if I'm going too fast, pause the video, and you can rewind it later. But we're going to go a decent speed. So we're going to go to go live. So again, that's youtube.com, create, go live. And this is the fourth thing we do. And altogether, there are 6 things. Well, 7 things, kind of. So then, once we get here, we're going to schedule a stream. And we're going to use what we used last week. So whatever it says here, just say reuse settings, because it's going to be the same setting. When we create the stream, first we need the title. How we get the title? We're going to go to our service PowerPoint, which is this one. And we're going to copy the first part of it. So whatever you downloaded, and that's the service, that's what you copy for the title. If there is no service and you don't see it, you can ask the pastor to come in and put in the title. So you copy this title and you put it in here. So now this is the title. And you change the date. So today's date, when I'm doing this, is the 18th. So I'm just going to put the 18th. Everything here you leave the same. The thumbnail is where you change. So the thumbnail, you go here and change thumbnail. And you will change the thumbnail. You will go to desktop to the newest one that you put. So we just did this one of the beautiful flower. Again, it's 3 dots here, open, change, and then you have the list of photos. You pick the latest one of your flower and you open. You're gonna see that spinning ball, but it changes. So you don't need nothing else to change here. You go to next. And you customize what you need. And then you go to next. And here, you can pick private, unlisted, or public. For test settings, I'm just going to put it as private. But in real life, you would put it in public. So done. creates this thing in private, so no one can see it. And now it's just showing this, which is fine. So once we have this all set up, we have everything, you're going to click OBS. And I like to open these, and then I can just swipe with my fingers, and I like swipe, open this, and swipe. And this PowerPoint will be in a different screen, but right now we're doing it all in one screen, so I can show you how to do it. So now we open OBS. OBS is in the desktop. It always does this verifying OBS. You just wait until it's finished downloading, so we can go to the next part, and you click open. We're just waiting, and then boom, this is our OBS. And our OBS, we should have everything set up. We have main, display with camera, display, speaker. I'm not going to go too much in detail with this because in our next video, you're going to see more details on OBS by itself. Just for now, I'm just showing you what to do to set up. So we go to main. Right now, there is an error. The camera is not showing, but again, that's an issue for another day. We're just going to go to display with camera and check for errors. That's the next thing. Once we open OBS, the fifth thing is to check for errors. And there's already a few errors. There's no sound coming in. It's because I didn't plug in the mic. There's no camera. That's because of some error that we're going to figure out the next video. And once we check for errors and we check to see if speaker, the second camera is working, because we need to make sure the speaker camera is working on the phone. Once we make sure everything's working, sound, speaker, main, make sure we check all our boxes, which we're going to learn in the other video. We're going to click start streaming and start recording. I'm not going to click it now because I don't want to create a fake video and waste up storage. So start video and start recording. And when you go back to YouTube, it should say excellent connection if everything goes right. And in a few minutes, you should see this screen, what's ever in the screen, which I'm going to change to this. So it's not just black. Right now it's black because, but it's going to change into. So you do all of this, you check for, so the 5 we did so far. We move last week's service to the disk. 2, we download the PowerPoint from the email. 3, we took the picture. 4, we created the YouTube video, which creates what you're looking at right now. 5, we check for errors, and then we click start recording. Start streaming. And I missed a step. You do not click start recording until the 6th step. The 6th step is you wait for it to be 9. So up here, it has the time. You just move your mouse up. You wait for it to be 9. You look at the pastor and tell him, are you ready? And he has to look at you back and say, are you ready? And then once you guys see that you're ready, you click go live and start recording. So do start recording first. So you go to here, start recording, and then you wait a little bit, and then you click go live. Just wait like 3 seconds so the computer can know, because there's a 8-minute buffer before it actually shows what you're supposed to see on screen. So just wait that little 3 seconds and then click go live. All right. So now you should have everything you need to set up. Good luck.